So, not a lot of Kershaws coming through the channel, but this Kershaw Concierge caught my eye. And so I picked one up at a good price, and we're going to run it through the channel. It's in HCR 13 MOV, titanium carbonitride coating. It's got G10, pocket clip, 4 ounces. Yeah, come on. I mean, I think you can pick one of these up just about anywhere. Maybe Walmart, I'm not sure. But I always was intrigued by the shape of it. And I was able to get it at a very reasonable price. So, yeah, let's do one. I am not going to keep this package, even if I purge the knife. It's just going to come without a package or a box. Yep. Oh, my echo. Come on, man. I put a finish on them scales because I just don't like this slick stainless, and it helped. I put an edge on it too. Ooh, swing. Yeah, I think that's why I like that entry logo, because it's basically swing. Let's take that off. Yeah, what do we need that for? We don't need tip protector. We don't need no stinking badges. All right, here we go. Oh, what's going on this side? I don't think I ever even seen this side. Interesting. Interesting. Not sure what the purpose of these cutouts are, but it will be interesting to see what happens when we try to use that pocket clip. Maybe the Achilles heel of this knife. It's got some pretty stout jimping right there. I mean, all in all, initial impressions, I kind of like it. Be interesting if I continue to like it. It's definitely a budget piece, y'all. You know, just everyday pocket knife type deal. You know, not specific to any work or purpose, but, you know, nice, interesting. It's got a wonderful little upswept blade, and I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, ultimately that this here ends up even with this here, and it's kind of flat across there. The action, the close action, and the open action is kind of gritty. I mean, I think it's got bearings in there, but they feel kind of gritty. Not gritty, but rough. Not smooth. Like I could feel something. G10 feels wonderful. It's got a good pattern on it. And they did a great job of profiling that so that the pattern lands right on the high spot there. Yeah, pretty good. And I'm going to venture to say I can't see it, but kind of the same on this side. The contour lands perfect on it. Hey, man, let's get in this thing. But, yeah, I mean, right now, feeling pretty positive about this knife. But that can shift in a heartbeat. I think I sensed, yeah, a little bit of Loctite, not a lot. Pretty good. And then I think we go T6 from here out. I think the pocket clip has got to come, so let's go there first. Deep screws, and it's not recessed back here, so it's just up on top of the scale, 2 screws. I mean, it's not optimum, but the pocket clip does rest down in that valley, so I guess that helps from side to side wobble or pressure. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm guessing that's got to come, but I don't think so. Man, let's go there. I mean, I didn't really feel anything come. Well, there we go. It exposed the 2 scale screws. Got quite a bit of oil in here, so we wanted to get through to that anyways. That's pretty loose. That's pretty loose. Spinning. I'm going to have to pull this scale here. It's not a simple insertion into the knife. It's going to cause all these scales and everything to come and move. And let's see if I can. Yeah, let's push that pivot out. It's got bearings in there. Can't push the pivot. And these screws. Yeah, they're just rotating. I got the blade swinging down on my fingers. Come on, man. Clown show. Yeah, because these screws don't want to give, and this scale is held down by that pivot up there. Let's get this scale loose. I think that's going to be the ticket. Why, man? I mean, if I could push that pivot out of there, but it ain't budging. It ain't having none of it. And I can't get these screws to come. I can get that one. There we go. Well, we're halfway. Okay. Can I get this one? Yeah, that one. I can tell the screw on this side's turning. Well, I need the pivot to come. That's going to be the issue. Can I get the blade off? There. That's going to help a little. At least I'm not fighting with it. Good looking bearing. Ah, there it is. Goodness. Man. Tested me. Now I should be able to get the scale. I would think, but it is not wanting to cooperate. There it is. Come on, man. Alright, now I think if I get another T6 in there, I can hold one side and turn the other. How about it? Ooh, that is locked down. Well, let's put it in a bit driver. Now I got you. I got you, sucker. Okay, golly. simplest of things in appearance typically prove out to not be simple at all. All right, well, we're apart. Let's clean it up, and we'll put it back together. See if I can't deal with what that gritty movement was. Trying to look here. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but the bearings definitely do not appear to have been cut into that coating. It appears that they're starting to. So that's maybe what I'm feeling. Yep. And the liners have that same coating that the blade has. Let's get these G10 scales, overlays. G10 backspacer. It's got a locator pin that's built into the G10, which should suffice because it's sandwiched between the scales, so surely not an issue. Let's get the bearings. I mean, it seems like a pretty nice bearing. Okay, let's do some assembly. Is this blade marked up? Or just dirty? It's just dirty. Okay. All right, here we go. Back together. I think I'm going to do a little different than it came apart, but that's okay. It's called assembler's privilege. Oh, come on, man. I couldn't get that out. My life depended on it. And now, of course, it just falls out. Of course it does. Like so. And then I'm coming from this side with these. There it is. Like so. Okay. Now, I'm really taking a chance here. I don't know if I'll be able to get those tight without, being able to access it on the other side, but we're about to find out. Kershaw. I have been eye-spying some Kershaws the last few days, and man, there are some pretty nice ones that I'm taking a hard look at. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go any further than right here. I'm going to try to put these screws in before I go any further and see if I can get them to snug up. Because if I can't, I got to go back and twist that other scale out of my way. I mean, yeah, nope. Okay. Well, that's all right. I mean, I know where we're at. know what's up. Oh, I got that one. Come on, man. How do I get one and not the other? The scale turned for me. You dirty dog. Thank you. Okay. Well, let's take advantage of it. All right, G. Now, I gotta get this bearing back on. Something like that. Ugh. Kind of semi-circus going on here. Good grief. But we got it. Okay. Come on, man. What a piece of work. What a piece of work that was. Better get one in on this side here, huh? All right. I'm going to test a little bit. A little bit of play there. Yeah, I felt it right there. Oh, man, it's pretty good. Man, let's wrap up. It's kind of complicated dealing with this one. Yeah, this pocket clip may be the Achilles heel, man. Ooh, this doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look good. But, you know, looks can be deceiving, right? Like, it's looking like one thing to me. It might not be that at all. It may work wonderfully. The beauty is we're going to check it. We are definitely going to check that whole system right there. See what the real skinny is. We'll put it in the pants. It's got some spring to it. All right, we don't need these no more. We are hooked up. Everything's in good shape. I mean, let's talk about the action real quick. You know what? I did not do it. I am going to put a little bit on that detent ball. Right there. And then I'm going to run that action. And I am going to get my favorite wedge. Or one of, and I'm going to wedge this lock. And I'm going to run that action a little bit. Yeah, this one's too thick, I think. Let's try it. I don't think I can get it open now. Nope, too much. Well, let's go with this one. It's a little more subtle. Oof. Yeah, there's not a lot of room for me to wedge up in there. I'm going to say basically none. I don't think I'll be working on that. I think I'm kind of stuck. Oh, there I got it. So now I've got some good pressure on that detent ball going back and forth, helping it cut a path. All right. Let's see if that improved that action any. I mean, a couple of shakes of a lamb's tail. Pretty nice flipper. I mean, can I fail it? Yep. But it's definitely way smoother than it was. I think it just needs to be run. I mean, where am I going to leave this action? Probably a B minus, C plus. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Almost can't fail it. Yeah. And then a couple of shakes to go down. Fairly smooth. Yeah. And my guess is just going to get better and better with use. Let's talk about ergonomics. So this grip right here, got a great finger guard. The hand just locks up behind it. No jimping, but the thumb falls naturally where it's two scales and the spine of the blade meet. And so it's got a great platform. And the pocket clip has disappeared in my hand back there. And so as a result, not so confident, very confident. This thing goes whoop. I mean, it's almost to, like, it's way up here. The grip on this is wonderful. And with that needle sharp point, the shape of this blade, I mean, as budget minded and potentially awkward as this thing is, that, or maybe not awkward's the right word, but you know, with, let's say, a C plus action or a B level at best action on this knife, in the end, I mean, as far as it being a capable backup self-defense, maybe even primary, I mean, this thing, it's locked up. The liner is 100% on the blade, which is about 50%. And so very strong lockup on the lock. Very pointy blade, natural upswept point. I mean, wonderful grip. And this reverse with capping on the thumb, oh man, is that good. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I think it qualifies. Of course, that's, you know, it's one man's opinion, a discerning man, but just an opinion, man. That was a lot of discerning and man going on right there. We talked about the pocket clip. Let's check it out. Moment of truth. What's going on with that thing? We're going to start right off with the thick stuff. It got over it, and it run, but it run out of room. Yeah, just the nature of it. It's only going to allow it to go about so far and then run out of room. It's got an excellent retention. I mean, it's in there. It is wedged in there. And then with the screws and then this, I don't know, sort of jimping cut in there. Nice platform to grab onto. I think it's going to run perfect. This is jean size material. I think it's going to run really well there. Yeah, all the way up. Leaves about 1/4 of an inch revealed on the knife. But actually this weirdo clip mated with those scales works really well. Excellent retention. My spot in this front right corner of the right back pocket. Excellent retention. I'm going to call that a dryer clip. And I'm going to say if I took off at a full run, just flying around, tumbling down a hill, in a struggle, whatever, if I reach back for this knife, it's going to be where I left it. Yeah. Excellent pocket retention. Just not going to work on the thick stuff. What about safety? Can I catch that blade? Not there. The tip's buried as well. So the tip's good, the clip's good, and then no incidental contact with the blade with the knife closed in the pocket. Yeah, wonderful. I wonder if it's sharp. Man, this thing looks sharp, but I wonder if it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's excellent. I think it would benefit from a strop, but we're out there. It took a long time on disassembly and reassembly, so I'm going to leave it at that. Let's talk about price and availability. This Concierge, where can we get it? It's a Kershaw 4020 HCR 13 MOV, a Sencut design. Pretty nice. Price and availability. Okay, so a couple of sellers on Amazon, a couple of different sellers. No next day. All of these are, looks like the ones that are on Amazon are 4 to 5 day delivery. Yep, and they're sub $30. So looks like 27 bucks, 29 bucks, depending on the seller. HCR 13, it's got a coated blade, G10 scales, coated liners, steel liners, pocket clip works, pretty decent action, definitely snappy coming out of there, and a few shakes to get it closed. I mean, just over $25. Pretty cool. I think it's worth that. You know, pretty nice. And the ergonomics, I mean, in hand, this is a little pocket rocket, man. This is awesome. Definitely. All right, I appreciate y'all watching. Check one out.